This is not your typical podcast.
Get ready for adult conversations with world changers.
Led by two unstoppable hosts with Down syndrome. The Audrey
And Jeremy
Show.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Fraser, and you are watching the Audrey and Jeremy Show.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Audrey Presby. We are so happy you are here. Our guest today is Brad Nelson, which I'm so glad he's here right now.
I'm very happy to see you guys. I'm excited that you invited me.
Of course. We recently had the pleasure of meeting Brad on the set of the Jersey Mike's commercial. And after taking with him, briefly I knew Jeremy and you, our audience, would love to meet him. We actually have a lot in common.
Yeah, such as acting and commercial acting, Special Olympics, love of celebrities, enjoys sports, and the Southern California lifestyle.
Yeah. So, thank you for being here, Brad. Can you get started by telling our audience a little bit more about you?
About me, I'm from Chicago. I've been here, I just hit the 20-year mark a couple weeks ago. Time certainly flies. I miss home, but I guess home is here now. I'll say I miss Chicago a lot, but you don't have to shovel sunshine ever. And I love the 80 degrees in February. And like you mentioned, getting to hang out with you on the Jersey Mike set was really a cool couple days. And I'm sure we'll get into it, but I've been involved in Special Olympics since the 2015 World Games that were here in Los Angeles. And I got involved in that because I was fortunate enough I was an athlete, a basketball player in college, and then I was recruited to play this sport called team handball, which is a very international game. And it's not as well known in the United States, but they asked several of us to be involved because of our knowledge base in the World Games. So I was, like I said, fortunate enough to be able to see the world and have somebody else pay for it. I felt like I needed to pay it back. So when I got involved with Special Olympics, it was doing something that I thought was going to help somebody else out, but over time it's ended up helping me out a lot more than anything I've ever done for the group.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Let's start with you being an athlete. And when did you start playing sports?
At a young age, I'm a big fella. So basketball came, and the guys that I grew up with, we had a core group of guys that went all through junior high and high school together, and then a bunch of us played in college. And that paid for school, which was pretty cool, and got to travel and went overseas to play basketball. But then from that morphed into the handball thing. And I've been to 22 countries. We played with that and played for the New York Athletic Club, won 11 national championships. But the coolest thing that came out of that was my knowledge from handball translated into me becoming involved with the Special Olympics, like I alluded to earlier.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And inspiring.
What has been your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I would say, is basketball, just because I love doing it. It was a major part of my life. as illustrated by the number of surgeries that I've had. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, it was a big part of everyday life for, 20-something years.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I also play basketball myself.
You do?
Yeah.
And I coach the West Side All-Stars now out of Santa Monica. That's my basketball team for
That's
the Special
awesome.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Did you always knew you wanted to play in college?
Yeah, that was the focus. You know, we excuse me, we wanted to win in high school, but we worked really hard with a focus on wanting to play Division I, which is the highest level of college basketball. And I was fortunate enough and gifted enough athletically that I went away to college. I played in junior college in Texas. And a small side note, my roommate in college was the professional wrestler, The Undertaker.
Wow. Yes. Yeah.
And we spent a year together, and when you're away from school, when you're 18 in a small town in East Texas, we're lifelong friends. And then I finished up at the University of Illinois Chicago, went back home, and I was able to play there to finish my career, and then played throughout leagues in Chicago and worked camps and was involved in other coaching aspirations. But I coached for a year at a school in Oklahoma and then moved on into other things in life.
That's awesome. So that's,
What advice do you give? Okay, I'm gonna repeat that question again. What advice do you have for young athletes entering college?
Young athletes entering college, are they an athlete are they going to compete in college?
Like, if that's what they do for the next 4 years.
So what people forget, what people aren't really aware of, it's kind of a full-time job. In between school, practice, making sure you get your rest, making sure you eat properly, and then you got to do homework after all that. I mean, that's a complete day. And then you have to do treatment, you have to get taped, ice your body. It's a commitment, and a lot of people burn out. You know, they put so much emphasis on it, and then it all hits them at one time, so sometimes it can be overwhelming. But like I've always told friends of mine, regardless of the level, if a school wants you to come and play and they love it, then you have an immediate sense of self-worth and a place. Like, you're part of something, so you're responsible for other people and they're responsible for you. So it helps out with evolving into a better rounded person, if you're, in my opinion, if you're part of a team and part of an athletic organization.
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. How did having injuries affect all of the other parts of your life?
How did it have what?
How did having injuries affect?
Oh, injuries?
Yeah, all other parts of your life.
So like I talked about surgeries. I've had 7 surgeries from my waist down.
Wow.
I've had 2 knees, an Achilles tendon, and 3 hips.
Wow.
And if you count, there's only 2 hips, so I'm overachieving. I've had 3 hip replacements, so I have titanium in both sides. But I always say, when you throw a big party or have a big dinner, the bill's going to come. So I'm paying my bill now. The wear and tear of working out and constantly practicing takes its toll on your body over a long time. And that's why you have to always take care of it, because you only have one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the truth.
I might have to do the same for me.
Wow.
I heard from my doctor when I go older, I have to replace my joints too. So
You'll
that's gonna
know.
happen to me when I'm older.
You'll know when it's time because when it gets to be a quality of life thing, then that'll be time because when you get the new joints, the pain goes away. And that was the best part about getting like my hip replacements is not worrying about taking that next step and having to sweat from the pain. So everything's it's a lot nicer now, but you've got some time before that's going to happen.
Yeah. That's right.
You are now active in Special Olympics, right?
I am very proudly.
That's pretty awesome.
Do you want to hear how?
Yes.
Well, I talked about when I got involved with the World Games. And like I said, I did it to pay back a debt that I thought I had to my life because I was fortunate enough to travel through athletics that I wanted to help another organization or other people out. So that was, without question, the most important 2 weeks of my life because I learned more and it changed my perspective on how I think about my life. We had, within our sport, we had 17 teams from 15 different countries, and none of them spoke native English.
Wow.
But that would be really hard to understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
They spoke some English, but they knew I understood handball, and I don't take myself seriously. So we just had fun.
Oh, nice.
But I still have maintained contact with friends in Holland and friends in Sweden that I met 11 years ago now. And then after that finished, they asked me to get involved with Westside Special Olympics in Santa Monica. So I started coaching the basketball team. And then the morning of Summer Games in 2016, I met the gymnastics coach. And she was in charge of the whole thing. And as it turns out, she's now my wife. So I met my wife through Special Olympics accidentally, and I'm extremely proud of her because she is a SPED professional administrator with Los Angeles School District. So it's been her life's work. She has 2 masters in special education. So I learn more and more every day, not only through the dealings with my athletes, but with what I learned from her on how she deals with her population of students. So it's kind of a family affair.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
I think I also did Special Olympics too. I did Special Olympic cheerleading
Yeah.
in Washington, D.C. And this is kind of funny. I think you were in the same place, I think?
We were in the same place at the convention center for the World Games, and you must have been a baby then. What were you, 15?
It was the age between 8 to 11.
Okay. Oh, so you were very young then.
Yeah.
And it was that was a tremendous event. I mean, I remember the opening ceremonies. They had the Parade of Nations. There was 2,000 athletes that came in from all over the world. It was really cool, and it was my first experience with Special Olympics being involved, other than just watching. So it like I said, it's become a big part of my life because it makes me, like I said, it's made me look at the way I live my life differently after being with people with special needs.
Yeah.
That's very inspiring.
Can I ask a question now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, have you seen the commercial yet?
Yes, I have.
I have too.
And what do you think?
I loved it.
I walked in, I fell in love with it.
And you did such a great job because you kept your energy up. And the first day, the fitting was great. I don't know if your audience knows about what we're talking about yet.
Well, if the audience doesn't know about this, you're gonna hear it right now.
So I met Audrey. A friend of mine got a hold of me, a producer, Kelly Christensen, that works with a big ad agency in Santa Monica. And he knew I coached Special Olympics, and he said, do you have any athletes that might be good for this? And I said I did. So I had 3 of them submit a tape. And then they contacted me and said, would you be willing to go through the callbacks? And the callbacks is once they see the videos, they want to go through and see the top 8. And they was going to be on a Zoom. And he knew I've been a SAG actor for 34 years. I've had my card forever. So I was a very small demographic of people that know how a commercial set works and how people with special needs have to cope with things. So they asked me if I'd be involved. So we watched the tapes, and then we did the live callback with the director, Hannah Levy, and they asked me how to react because they were a little intimidated because they'd never worked with anybody with special needs. And I was kind of there at the beginning just to ease them and have suggestions. And it went so well that they asked me to be part of the production. So I met Audrey the morning of the fitting. Yeah. The fitting is what you do when you go in and you try on all the wardrobe. And then the stylist looks at it, and then the big shots look at it, and they go, this looks cute, this looks cute, we don't like that. So what'd you try on? 5 or 6 different outfits that day.
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So it was Audrey, her mom, Nikki, and myself, and we hung out for 3 or 4 hours. And then the next morning, we were in Santa Clarita, bright and early, having breakfast at 7, and then about 8:30 or 9, we walked over into the Jersey Mike's, a real Jersey Mike's store that they had set up with about 70 people on the crew.
Wow.
And then your girl was the belle of the ball, and she came in and crushed it and knew all of her lines and took the direction so well, and we just had a great day.
That's pretty awesome.
It was I was so proud of you, even though just meeting you, I was so proud of how well you reacted, because that can be intimidating. There was a lot of people, a lot of big lights, a lot happening, but you stayed with it, and you were awesome. It was really cool, and I've spoken to several of them afterwards, and they couldn't have been happier with the way it turned out. And I'm sure the Jersey Mike's people are happy, and the ad people are happy, and now you're going to be worldwide.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, after I talked to a couple of the actors that were on the commercial, turned out the main leader of the band, we had this conversation with him. And
Or the guy that had the
with the baton.
The baton.
Yeah.
They were cool.
He said that he did it in high school and college, and there were a bunch of people telling him that you can't be using your band experience to be an actor, which is a little weird.
I don't know. He's getting some bad information.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things about, like, when they do a casting. Casting is when you send out an invitation to people that fit within these parameters. And if he has a special skill, that puts him at the front of that list. That's why he got that job. And I had fun watching the band people.
Oh, I loved it. It was awesome.
Have you seen it yet, Jeremy?
Yes, I have.
Once. I texted it to him.
You're gonna see it a lot in the next 3 weeks because
A lot.
it's March 25th, and it shows during all college basketball games, all NBA. It's going to be hard to not see it for the next few weeks. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how your reaction is when you realize your girl's a star.
Yeah. You said something that you were a SAG actor.
Yes.
I'm also a SAG actor myself.
Are you?
I am.
Well, my man.
Thank you.
How long have you had your card?
This is my first time having this card.
When did you get it?
Last year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Had it for 1 year. That's
How
awesome.
did you get it?
How I got it? I earned it.
Well, I'm very sure you did.
Okay, we got that
But
card.
elaborate, sir.
I done a lot of commercials myself.
Okay.
Last year I done the AT&T commercial.
Okay.
I done a couple of voiceovers, and it's pretty awesome. I did 2 or 3 voiceovers for Netflix.
Nope. Wow. For shows?
Yeah, for shows actually.
No kidding.
And this is the one. Speaking of acting, what has been your favorite role?
From the. That was my question. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
That was my question.
How did you start getting into acting?
I got into acting by accident. When I was in Chicago, one of my close friends was a very handsome fella that did a lot of modeling. And his agent called him and said, "Do you have anybody that's not too ugly that can play basketball?" And he goes, "I think I have a guy." So I went to my first audition and I booked it. It was for Ballpark Franks. And this was in like 1991 or something.
Wow.
Long time ago. And it's called being Taft-Hartley'd. You have 30 days in between the first day and the next day, and then you become a must-join, which you became after you worked your second or third job. You had to join the union, right?
Yeah.
To work that. So somebody got hurt, and it was 32 days later, so I joined the union on my first job. And after that, I think I've done like 40 commercials. We had the same bunch of guys. We called ourselves the Big Dumb Guy Club because we'd all played against each other in high school and college, but they used us for all the athletic ads in Chicago because the Bulls were good, the Bears were good, so they just used all the same guys. And it was a tremendous amount of fun, and we actually made a little money.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That is so cool. What has been your favorite role?
My favorite role is any of them they hire me for, Audrey. And I wish it was more often, way more often. I've had some really cool ones. One that I probably get pointed out more than anything for. I did an episode of Victorious
I remember this.
with Ariana Grande and Victoria. So I was in one called The Blonde Squad, and I yelled at my son about some soy sauce. And as I get older, I will get messages from friends of mine from high school and college and afterwards that they'll be in the kitchen and their kids will be watching Nickelodeon, and this episode will come on and they're doing something and they hear my voice and go, "Wait a minute, I know that voice." And they'll go in and go, "I know that guy." And their kids will go, "No, you don't. You don't know that guy." But that's been the most fun. I did a couple episodes of American Horror Story with Lady Gaga, which was really fun.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
cool.
I got to play a detective from the 1930s, so that was a real cool one too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But it hurts because I don't get as many calls because I'm 6'5", and when you walk in the room and you're 6'5" and everybody else is 5'10", you look like a giant stomping in there, Audrey.
By the way, I am 4'7".
So if we could get in between us somewhere, then we might be okay.
Yeah. I'm the smallest person here. So, well, not small, fun size, actually.
Fun size.
Yeah, fun size.
I like that one. I like that one.
Me too.
So, me and Jeremy also have some roles, our favorite roles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is the Special Olympic athlete, being part of the Jersey Mike's commercial. And then I played in high school Julius Caesar. It was a kind of a really hard play. I played as Octavius and Populus.
A dual role.
Yes, so
That's never easy.
the first act, I don't come on until the last scene with one line. Not with one line, with like one small scene.
One scene.
And then I wait until after intermission, and then I change, and then I was Octavius.
Octavius. It's very dramatic to say
And-
Octavius.
Oh yeah. And Octavius is a steel gold digger at the time, so he likes to steal gold.
Remember this for later.
Thank you.
And that part was actually kind of fun because the last line, it was a very long paragraph. It was like, okay, if it was like these papers together, it would be like here to here of the long of the paragraph will be.
And you memorized that whole thing?
And I had to memorize the whole thing
That's
for
a
Julius
chunk.
Caesar.
Good for you.
And
hard.
that line ended the whole show. Well, except for Sunday. Because half of the cast got COVID. And the last show was when my whole entire family was supposed to come, and my boyfriend was supposed to come.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to see it?
No.
I'm pretty sure that you've seen a film of it, the tape of it,
Yeah.
probably more than once.
Yes.
So that was crazy.
Oh,
I just-
yeah, that
was-
COVID messed some things up for everybody.
It
but
did.
we got
Especially
through it.
me
right?
too.
I remember that was difficult because we lost contact with all of our athletes during that time.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you guys are well aware that a lot of the population is compromised in different ways
Yeah.
health-wise. So we had to, my wife and I drove around and saw them from far away and just wanted to let them know that we still cared. But it was a tough time for everybody.
Yeah. Especially for actors too. You have to be like in one room the whole time.
Yeah, it
And then
changed
people
a lot
are
of stuff.
coughing and everything.
Coughing and everything. Yeah, it changed a lot of stuff the way things are done now. Like for example, when you did your callback on the Zoom with Hannah,
Yeah.
before COVID, you would have walked into the office with all the people.
Yeah.
So it makes it more difficult because you're not in a room. There's no connection. You're just looking at a computer screen. So you can't get a feel for someone's personality because it's very flat and it's challenging. So
Yeah.
you should be really proud that you booked that Jersey Mike's job because I saw all the other ones and there were some good ones, but they picked the right one because you showed how well that you kept your energy and you nailed your lines and all the subtle movements that Hannah had you change throughout the day. And it was, Jeremy, it was 12 hours we were there.
Wow.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a long day, but
If I had to guess the times, we started at 7:30, and
Wow.
we didn't end until after 6 o'clock.
yeah, it was, your girl was on fire. She did an awesome job. It was great.
yeah.
Which
It
is
made
why
my
I
job
didn't
super easy too.
Yeah.
Because she was chatting it up with everybody else, I would just hand her water like I was the dutiful assistant. So it worked out pretty well.
It did.
She enjoyed being the star.
Yeah. Actually, I was in a show.
Yeah.
It's currently not on yet. I played TJ, and it's a recent role that I created just for me. The director did this and created this role with me. There's a show called Bad Thoughts.
What's it? Have you already filmed it?
Yeah, we filmed it, and it's not gonna air yet because they're gonna still edit it still.
Okay.
And I'm excited to be part of that. And
You should be. That's
I'm
good.
Yeah.
very
What's it
proud.
going to be? Is it going to be on YouTube or is it going to be on?
I don't even know.
I think it's on Netflix. I think this is going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, it's gonna be on
Really?
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is going to be on Netflix.
Well, then your checks are going to come rolling in there, boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that card's
What-
difficult to pay off.
What else? I also did. I was playing Georgie in Darman.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're working then over there.
I'm
my
always
man.
working. I got something about my sleeve.
I like that. Tell what were the voiceovers you did for Netflix?
I was pretty awesome. It was in a different language, and it was even harder.
Was it Latin?
Oh
It
wait,
was
did
not
you
Latin.
have to do was it the overdub?
Yeah.
That I've done one of those. Was it the Spanish and you had to do it in English?
I had to do it in English because they
Yeah.
think that the
And you
show
got to
is fake.
follow the little lines at the bottom. I know exactly what you're I've done one of
Yeah.
those for Netflix. Dude, that is a hard job. Good on you.
Hard.
The translation, because you got to make your mouth be the same way as the actor's doing it. That's super cool that you
Yeah,
did
it is
that.
really cool.
And it's not easy.
No. What was the hardest role you ever done?
The hardest one, I did a short film that I played at a dirty cop. I get that a lot. Either the mean cop, the dirty cop, the angry dad. I don't know how, I can be
You can
angry
name one
really
of 'em.
fast. Yeah, it's pretty good. But I had a couple of fight scenes. I got beat up pretty good, and then I got shot at the end. So that was pretty cool. But that was a hard one physically because I got tossed around a little bit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wait until that happens to Jeremy.
Yes.
I hope. I don't know.
You're a SAG actor like him. You gotta have to do those kind of physical activities.
That is so cool that you have your SAG card.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
But I'm working on mine.
And you'll get a new one every 6 months,
Yeah.
as long as you pay your dues.
Yeah.
Which you will do.
Yeah.
Nice. That's so cool, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on getting mine.
Well, you got a good start because now you have what's called a reel, and people can see that you did the Jersey Mike's, and then you can show that to maybe get some representation or something.
I've been doing it. I'm trying to be a better content creator, so on TikTok and Instagram, because this podcast is so huge that the followers I have on my personal account is going down. So
Well, you got to
Yeah,
get
I only
you got to
have
get the
3,000.
crossover.
over 3,000 so far
3,000 followers.
on my TikTok account.
Influencer over here.
Yeah.
Instagram just over 1,000.
I have like 2,000, almost to 3,000 on my personal. And
On Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I'm on it, people trying to follow me.
Yeah.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
You guys are ballers. I love it. I love it.
So, what does it feel like when a commercial comes on and you hear your voice?
More than anything, you hear the cash register. Because that means you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid on that one. I'm kidding. It's great because my biggest voiceover, I was the voice of a bank for about 7 years.
Wow.
And we did 5 or 6 different, it would be a commercial and then my voice would come underneath it, or I would say, Synovus, the bank of here. And it would play at the end of a radio spot or something. But it's really cool. And you experienced it when you got to see yourself, when you see yourself or hear yourself for the first time, it's like, oh,
Oh, there was me.
here's me sitting at home and there's me on the TV.
Yeah.
And it's a neat deal because it doesn't happen to everybody, and you have to realize that
Yeah.
A, you were extremely lucky to get to be in that position, but then B, you went through all the process to get the job,
Yeah.
and then you did such a good job that they decided to keep it the way it is. So, you should be incredibly proud when you see that, and, put your shoulders back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Just
I
don't forget us little people now that you're going to become a
Star.
a star.
A star. Yeah.
I used to.
Yes. When I was like,
How old?
what?
How old?
How long I was doing this stuff?
Yes.
So, not since I was born. No. But I was like, 16,
How old are you now?
25.
Okay.
And I'm turning 26 in a month.
All right.
And I've done acting my whole life.
In a month?
What?
In a month?
Yeah. April.
Oh.
That's what I said.
I forgot.
Pretend you remembered that.
No, I just forgot this was March.
No.
We're only
after
4
you
days
did it-
in. 4 days in, you can forget that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I started doing acting when I was 16, and I was like, no, I'm just going to keep doing it. Showing.
You got some traction going now, and now the thing you're doing, which is really cool, Jeremy, is that you're showing you can do many different things. That voiceover for the translation is really challenging, and if you can fit into that, because I mean you're aware that you fit into a very specific role as it is, and if you nail that, then the phone rings more often. So I think you're doing a really nice job of following up on all that, and this could be something that you make a living on.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. And I might start doing that.
We all think about it, but only some of us are able to do it. So maybe you could be the guy.
Yeah,
You get someone I did acting for.
that would be really awesome.
I did it since I was in kindergarten. Actually, no. I did it when I was in preschool.
Oh, you started real early.
I did. Yeah, when I was a kid, when I was a baby, up to where I am now, I have been in more plays and musicals.
Ah,
Like Mulan.
Octavius.
Yeah, I did Mulan. I did Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I did 9 to 5. I did Fancy Nancy. Fancy Nancy was one of my favorite books when I was a kid. That was a play, so I did it. And then I was also in a Fancy Nancy book when I was a kid.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was
You guys are
kind
both working
so
this
I
deal.
was kind of popular when I was young. Everybody
Not
kind
like
of
you're going to be starting in the next 2-3 weeks, girl.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
definitely.
You are
definitely.
You
yeah.
are going to hear you're going to get communications that you
That easily.
from all over the place.
all over the world.
And wait till because you have siblings that are at college now, right?
Yes,
So
my
they're
yeah.
going to see it when they're away at school.
Yeah, my
and go, "That's
yeah,
my
my
sister."
sister saw it. And
Already?
then- yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
did.
great.
She said I
Oh,
killed
just
it.
wait. Oh, this is going to be, because then all her friends are going to talk about it, and this is a big deal.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say,
This is going to be really cool.
and I'm
for
gonna
you.
say, is that
I'm
your
excited.
sister? And she's like, yeah, that's my sister. Yeah, she's cool.
This is going to be great.
Cause I am cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think the greatest thing you have learned on set?
Number one, if you're not early, you're late. You got to be on time.
No
Because
punctuation.
you have to respect everybody else's day.
In time.
Because there's people, they're called production assistants, they're called PAs, and they get there 2 hours before anybody else to start setting it up. And they're if you're fortunate enough to get the job that you're on camera as a talent, you have to be there on time be in a good mood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's any day on set is a good day.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's busy and there's a lot going on, but there's nothing better.
Yeah.
And you got to see that when you were there for 12 hours a couple weeks ago when we hung out.
Oh yeah, that
And
was fun.
You know, there's a lot of hurry up and wait
Yeah.
because you got to reset the lights. All right, let's go sit down for a while or go get a bottle of water. But once things start rolling, it's
there.
yeah. And you know, and good stuff happens to good people, so
Yeah.
just be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you're all there working together. Have it be a cool day.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason to be frowning. Look what we're getting paid to be here. Come on now, let's go.
Yeah. I love that.
So, do you like voice acting or screen acting better?
I would love to do more screen acting. Voice acting is cool because you can do it in your pajamas.
Hey.
They're nice
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's voice acting. Like I have a sound booth in my garage.
Yeah.
So, for example, after I see you guys today, I'm going to drive home and I have to submit 4 recordings for a video game in a couple different, a Southern accent, a regular Midwest accent, and then an East Coast accent. So that's really fun because you're just in there by yourself with the microphone and the script up on the wall, and you have to just do the part.
Yeah.
Like you just have to find yourself in the words, you know, and the voice acting is cool because it's completely imagination.
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything to base it on other than what you think the character would look like and act like and be like. So it's fun.
It is fun. I've done it multiple times.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
And it's fun.
Yes, sir.
I can wear my pajamas if I'm doing it. That'd be cool.
Okay.
What would your dream role be?
My dream role, I would like to be on a cop show,
I love it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
like a procedural thing, like a Law and Order, a NCIS.
Oh yeah.
Hawaii 5-0. Well, Hawaii 5-0 would be cool because we'd be in Hawaii, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just, you know, a recurring part, like to be able to wake up and have that be your go to work every day would be the perfect thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
Jeremy would say, that would be awesome.
That's who gotta be. That's what I
I'll pick
want to
that one
do.
up. Yes.
It's funny.
Yeah. Do you have a bucket list? If so, what are 2 things on your list you would love to do?
Do I have a bucket list? I've had a very interesting and unorthodox life that I've lived this far. So I've got to. I was fortunate enough to be in some rooms I shouldn't have been in, see some things I shouldn't have seen, travel. Bucket list, I think I got married 3 years ago, and I would have never thought I was ever going to get married. So one of my bucket lists is to continue being extremely happy within that life. I would like to expand on the life that I have right now. It's pretty full, but I'd like to add some things to it. I would like to work a little bit more in entertainment. I've been able to expand it within Special Olympics quite a bit, and that's been really, really fulfilling for me personally. And it's like I said earlier, is without a doubt the most important thing I've ever done, because it made me realize things work differently sometimes.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
is that a decent answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to answer that question, I would say running through a flower meadow and do sunrise and sunset plunges, like you plunge into the ocean.
At sunrise and at sunset?
Yeah.
You can do that. We're probably 2 miles from there right now. We could start
Yeah.
that one tonight.
Yeah.
What about you,
We
dude?
definitely
Skydiving. I've never tried it.
Have fun.
Thank you.
I'll watch.
And also doing more voiceovers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you got your foot in the door on that one, then that voiceover getting into is hard
Yeah.
because they don't want anybody to come play in their yard. It's a difficult thing to get into. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool that you're involved like that, and stick with it.
I will.
Okay, random question time.
Okay.
Love doing that. So we let the guest pick one out.
Would you rather take a slow train across the country or sail port to port? Let's start with Audrey.
Okay.
The tables just turned.
It did.
Yeah.
It definitely
You
did.
weren't ready for that, were you?
No, I was
Okay,
not.
we'll go to Jeremy.
But I'll go anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
I would say taking a slow train, which
Okay.
I kind of don't mind because I can bring a bunch of my books in portable chargers and I can listen to music while I read.
Good answer. Good answer. What about you?
Also a slow train ride, honestly. Because I could bring my headphones, I could listen to music while playing my iPad.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And then when you get to a different city, you can get out and see that city.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then come back and do the same thing over again.
Yeah.
So I think, depending on the size of the boat, if it's a small boat, no.
Yeah.
If it's a big boat, then
Then
we
yes.
could do that
Yeah.
because I love the ocean air. I love the beach. I love
Oh,
the sun.
same.
Same.
So to be able to sit out there and just kind of take it in, as long as the weather's nice,
Yeah.
I would say the boat. If it was wintertime, let's go with the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask one quick question?
Yes, you
yes, you can.
Where did you guys meet?
Okay. So we met when we were toddlers, when our moms were teachers at the time,
Yeah.
and was teaching us, well, math and stuff. And we've been friends since then, since we were toddlers with our moms.
Oh.
Our moms became friends, and then we became friends.
Yeah.
And then he hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend until when I almost turned 18.
Oh, so you guys been together for a minute then?
And then he asked me on March 26th, and he said, "Would you be my girlfriend?"
Yes. I
Were you a
said
little
that.
nervous going into that question?
No. No.
Oh, you felt confident.
I
huh?
felt confident because I knew this is the one.
My man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean, right now.
Look, and you're even blushing a little bit. That is very cute.
That's funny.
Well, I was wondering about that, so thank you for being candid with your answers.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so how can we find you? Like social
I live in a
media
van
stuff.
down by the river. No, you can.
Yeah.
Big Brad Nelson at IG, and just Brad Nelson on Facebook. I don't have Twitter or any of that stuff. I like to
That's fine.
just keep it the way it is.
Yeah.
No tickety talk or We have a 15-year-old that's very involved in the tickety-tock to watch.
Oh yeah, TikTok. Yeah.
I've never been on there, so I just go with the Instagram and the Facebook. So.
Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine.
But I am around, and I guess Special Olympics of Southern California, SOSC.org, if you'd like to donate to that worthwhile organization.
Awesome.
And don't forget to watch the Jersey Mike's commercial.
Right there.
Hey.
You're gonna be the first gentleman here pretty soon when this thing starts hitting all over the country, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much for having me. I was very honored to be part of your podcast, and I hope everything went pretty well.
It was really fun. I'm glad that you wanted to talk to us.
Thanks.
Very much so. Thank you.
Okay, we're done.